going on, everybody? And welcome to day number 17 of 101 Ways to Love Yourself. My name is Moses Hill, and I am that guy that is talking to you about love. This has been a very interesting series so far for me. I've learned a lot from my sharing with you. I've experienced a lot from my sharing with you. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from my sharing with you. And what I've been through are the normal ups and downs of life. And life has a way of testing your ability to love yourself. And these 101 ways to love yourself have been very much in front of my face as the result of something that I'm going through, yet still have a hard time dealing with. And what's beautiful about it is that I'm able to reflect on it. I'm able to look at it and say, wow, okay, I'm doing this, or I'm not doing this, or the way that I'm feeling right now about a particular situation or circumstance is being altered to my normal way of dealing with it because of this, whatever that is, right? So it's really beautiful because I'm able to truly see a reflection of myself in my sharing of these 101 ways to love yourself. So today's topic is to relax. I'm here at a beautiful lake. It's perfect weather. The sky is blue. The wind is blowing. Hopefully it's not going to blow too much to where it knocks over the camera, but it's blowing and the ducks are out and the birds are flying, and it's just a beautiful day. And although I'm sharing this video with you, it is a moment that I get to relax, that I get to spend time doing something that gives my soul the experience of settling. Just like how this water is right now, it's settled. And relaxation, it seems so easy to do, but it's so hard for so many people to accomplish, primarily because our minds continue to work and think and react to things that we aren't even dealing with in a present moment. And it's so important to use your consciousness to settle your mind in the most volatile moments, because it's in those moments that your body gets a chance to heal. A lot of people ask me, Moses, well, how do I relax? Or how do I take time for myself when I've got so many things going on? And what I usually tell them is, the things that you're probably doing to relax aren't actually relaxing you. Some people sit back and they watch television to relax, and some of the shows that they may watch, it may be drama or, horror or murder mystery, or, those things really don't relax the mind per se. because your mind is still thinking, it's still receiving, sending and receiving information. Sometimes people may say, okay, well, I want to sit down and have a drink, or, or smoke some weed, or, take some sort of alternative substance to relax. And then I'll say, well, okay, if you need to take an alternative substance in order to relax, what happens when you don't have that alternative substance? What happens when you don't have a drink? What happens when you don't have any weed? What happens when you don't feel like having sex or doing something that's going to rise you and then relax you? What happens when you don't have that? So I always try to stick to the natural elements. I always try to stick to wind, water, fire, air, earth. I always try to stick to those elements because those things are always going to be around. The sun is always going to be here. The water is always going to be here. Fire you can create and relax in front of. Silence will always be there. So meditation is a very good way to relax. Taking a warm shower is a good way to relax. Laying down in your bed and playing some meditational music or calming, soothing sounds or music, that's a great way to relax. Going for a drive and allowing for yourself to just space out your mind, it's a great way to relax. Sitting at a park, relaxing in front of a lake, great way to relax. Breathing is a great way to relax. Anything that brings a peace of mind without distraction is a great way to relax. And if you try these things in the most inopportune times, you'll discover that allowing for yourself to relax is a direct gateway to fulfilling yourself in the space of love. It's a direct gateway to recovering and rejuvenating your body and your mind and your soul. The other day I was so caught up in the day. I had so much going on. I had to drive a few hours. I had worked with a client, hypnotizing the client, and then I come back home and I have to deal with different personalities, and then with work, dealing with so many different clients, and I'm grateful for all of it, but what happened is that I felt exhausted. I felt exhausted, and then I felt frustrated. And then that frustration was starting to turn into discomfort. And usually what happens when the frustration turns into discomfort is you start to get annoyed and upset at your environment. Because as human beings, we begin to blame our emotions and our feelings and our moods on what's around us. And we very rarely check inwards. We very rarely say, What am I doing that is causing me to feel this way? And what happens is we begin to blame other people and other things, and we begin to create scenarios where it doesn't even make sense. Like, our environment can be filled with happiness and with joy, but we'll be filled with misery and discomfort. And not only are we impacted by that experience, but the people that we choose to love get impacted by that experience. Our mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, children, they get impacted by that experience. But most of all, you don't give yourself an opportunity to deal with what's actually happening, whether it be your diet or your rest or your workout ethic or your integrity with work and working out and your diet. We don't give ourselves an opportunity to discover what it is that is causing us to be unrelaxed. So you know what I did? I laid down in bed and I went to sleep. And I didn't know that I was as exhausted as I was, because I go really hard. I work really hard. I handle all of my responsibilities, and I enjoy the process of living. But sometimes my body just gets exhausted, from working out and helping people and conversations and working and raising a child and taking care of my mom and cooking and cleaning and conference calls. I mean, it could be a lot. Writing, doing these videos, editing these videos, it could be a lot. So, I slept from 6 o'clock in the evening to 8 a.m. the next morning. And of course, I got up in between, I did a body check. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm going to go back to sleep. And I did. And I woke up and I was fine. And although things are happening, although, communication may not be perfect with certain people, and, business might not be going as well as I would like for it to, and my promotions with these videos may not be going the way that I'd like for it to. My bank account might not be looking the way that I'd like for it to, or I, don't have a car right now because my car got totaled, or, whatever. Although those things are happening in my life, all I needed in order to relax was some rest. So I encourage you, the next time that you feel frustrated, irritated, uncomfortable, pissed off, mad at the world, whatever, and you're trying to relax and you can't, just get some rest. And if you're not tired, do something that you really, really enjoy doing. And quiet your mind so that no thoughts pass through. Like, literally, just quiet it. And if thoughts pass through, just say, you know what, I forgive you, thought. And thank it for coming, and let it pass on through. And once your mind gets silenced, once you get to a place where your thoughts aren't disrupting your mood, then consciously stay in that space for a while and relax. And I promise you, whatever it is that you're concerned about, whatever it is that's disturbing your soul, it will go away. It will go away. Now, I'm not saying that drinking a beer, or actually I did say that drinking a beer and smoking weed isn't really like the best way to relax. But what I really do want for you guys to get from that conversation is the high and the low of that experience. When you drink beer or wine or alcohol or smoke weed or do other drugs in order to alter your state of mind, what happens is that it's altered for that moment. And you get to a place where you feel like you're tolerating or dealing with your circumstances. And then all of a sudden it wears off, and more irritation and frustration and misery come on to your experience of life, because you never gave yourself the opportunity to deal with what the matter is, to deal with what's happening internally that is causing your reality to be the way that it is. Okay? I want to make that very, very clear. All right? I love smoking weed. I love drinking beers. I love drinking alcohol. You'll see me out and about. I'll drink. I'll have a turn-up time. I'll feel great. Okay? But the point of this conversation is not using that as an access to relaxing your mind, and to become aware of the need that gets developed when you're continuously going in that direction to solve those moments where you feel like you can't relax. Okay? It's very, very important, guys, because what happens is that you start going in a direction that becomes like this endless hole of dependency on a substance that is not resolving anything. It's just band-aiding it. Okay? So do your best not to band-aid. Focus on your health. Focus on your well-being. Focus on your rest cycle. Focus on the activities that you're doing. If you're sitting around not doing anything the majority of the day, after you've worked hard, that's not good, because your body is not getting the attention that it needs in order to feel fulfilled. If you haven't given yourself a bath, or taken yourself to a spa, or gone to get a massage, or gone to get your hair and your nails done, or taken 15 or 20 minutes just to meditate and relax with some music on, or no music at all, or 30 minutes to go for a walk in a park. These are things that your body and your mind and your soul are missing in the area of fulfillment. Stop working so hard if that's what you're doing, and get up and do something if what you're doing is nothing at all. I promise you, life will change and things will get way better. All right? I want you to experience this area with me. It's so beautiful. And I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to be with me during these 101 ways. I really appreciate everyone that is sharing this content, liking it, commenting. I really, really do appreciate it, because it shows me that your lives are getting impacted and that I'm not wasting my time. I'm not saying this is a waste of time, even if you're not watching, but it shows me that I'm doing the work to get it in front of you so that your life can be impacted in a positive way. All right? So just remember that March the 1st is the Sanctuary of Love. We have the Sanctuary of Love experience happening on the first day of every single month. So if you want to register for that, go to www.thesanctuaryoflove.com. And if you're interested in getting a hypnosis session from me, you can call me or visit www.godshandshypnosis.com, and I'd be happy to help you or work with you. And just remember 3 things, and that is to be God, be love, and be you. Because all of us together make one soul. And that one soul, that one source, that one energy is the same energy that created all of this. That's why you are a creator. That's why you can move things with your hands and with your mind. You can think, and then things become a reality. You can speak, and then things become a reality. We have that God consciousness as humans that are being. It's our soul. So that's what be God means. I'm not saying that you are a God, because there's only one true God. And that God lives in all of us. So be God, be love, be you. And I'll see you next time on 101 Ways to Love Yourself. Bye. Sanctuary of Love takes place on the first day of every month. Register now at www.thesanctuaryoflove.com.